Hi. You know what, maybe the baby mic is done and over and whatever, but it's not done for me. Hi, today I'm channeling my inner Trisha Paytas by sitting in the kitchen, except I'm nothing like Trisha Paytas, and by that I mean I'm not pregnant. Oh my god, why does my cat shit every single time that I start recording? It's kind of like when you go to Marshall's or Ross or TJ Maxx or like AC Moore or Joann Fabrics and Michael's, and you just have the sudden urge to shit. Like that whole phenomenon, that's Clemmy's phenomenon. Mommy starts recording, bowels start turning. I'm sick for the first time. It's not the vid. However, I did get very scared because I couldn't taste my strawberries at all, and I was like, fuck, it's definitely the vid. And then I ate like half of them and I was like, I'm not tasting anything. And then I just realized I paid $6 from Trader Joe's for shitty strawberries. They're not sweet at all, just letting you know, so don't buy them right now.
Buy local.
Hi guys, I'm scared of YouTube now. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I made a whole little checkpoint thing of things I want to cover, because if I don't write them down, I'll forget, because I'm out of my omega-3s. Meow! This is how I talk to her for her to come to me. Roommate language.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow. Oh, hi.
Thank you, Kichunya. You're supposed to say something.
Okay. It's my first video I've filmed in a little while, honestly, because I'm kind of just scared to pick up a camera. Nothing has even happened. I hate to be dramatic and being like, I'm scared to pick up a camera after my cancellation. That's not what happened. I've actually been doing really great. You guys have sold out my tote bags, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for the support on that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. They will be restocked soon. Keep your little eyes peeled.
YouTube has just been feeling differently.
I have a big ass list of video ideas. If I'm gonna show it all the way back here so that you can't see. I have a lot of video ideas, but the reason that I don't want to do any of them is because every single time I'm like, oh, it's not big enough. Oh, it's not grand enough. Oh, it's not important enough. Oh, who would even watch this? And it's like I forgot the reason that I started YouTube in the first place. Lately on the internet, it's just been tough because of such an emphasis on analytics. I'm really scared of disappointing other people, essentially. And by other people, I mean you guys. I'm also really scared of disappointing, if you're watching this, my manager. I should just talk and stop trying to make it all make sense or like be comedic, because that's instantly what I do the second that a camera is pointed in my direction. I don't know how to just simply talk without trying to make it sound interesting or without like talking in a certain cadence or whatever. I've been saying this for a while, but I feel like I'm playing I don't know the right word for it, a caricature of myself. I feel like I'm impersonating myself. I feel like I keep trying to be the Nicole that once was. I feel like I'm trying to be someone that I'm not. Ew. I feel like, I don't know why I felt like Demi Lovato in Camp Rock right now. I'm sorry, Clemmy won't stop crying. Meow, 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 meow. I basically feel like I'm trying to impersonate a version of myself that doesn't exist anymore, because she's dead. There was a time on YouTube where I had like my peak or whatever, and like I was younger and I was really funny and all this stuff, and I was also driving myself insane. It was also like one of the toughest points in my life, but people were like, she's so funny. And then I feel like I've slowly like declined and like lost that, and it sounds so dumb, but I have evolved as a person over time. Like, me as a 22-year-old is not going to be the same person that I was when I was 19, but I keep trying to play 19-year-old me whenever a camera turns on, and I get so exhausted by the end of filming it because I'm so like, I like black out. I literally feel like I can't remember sometimes after I film, because I feel like it was like a whole performance in a sense. Not that I'm like performing in every single video, but like in order to maintain, I don't like feeling like I'm breaking the fourth wall for some of you guys, but I'm just being honest, is that's why I get scared to film. And like people are like, oh, just do more vlogs or just show more of your life. And I've said this in the past, I feel like my life is boring. And then people say, we want to see that, Nicole. And then I just convince myself, I'm like, who would want to see that? Be entertaining, people want to watch that. And then I try and do that, and then I black out for like an hour and a half while trying to film. And like, that's not normal. And so I've been trying to work on that part of myself and trying to figure out why I am doing that. Trying to figure out why do I feel like I need to impersonate a version of myself that doesn't exist anymore. I feel like I haven't had the chance to evolve as a person or evolve with my content because I feel like my mindset is still stuck on this person that I once was and trying to be that person for the people who have stuck around for a long time. Anyway, I'm just trying to walk people through my mental process. I'm not asking for sympathy. This is not a sad video. No one gets sad. YouTube likes to do this funny little thing when you upload a video. It tells you whether a video did really well or it flopped, and it like sees these cute little animations, and I think they think that it makes us feel better as creators when we get a sad little airplane going down. But it doesn't make anyone feel better. The back of my knees are getting sweaty. And that really got to me, so I just stopped checking them. I just stopped checking like my analytics. Okay, good move. And then I kind of just evolved into posting less and less because I got really tired of the blackout feeling that I would get every single time I would film, or feeling like no one cares, or feeling like I'm being stupid, or that I'm playing a younger version of myself. This sounds so stupid. What I'm just trying to say is that it's been difficult for me, and I had to like kind of punch myself in the face figuratively, and I had to think to myself, why did you start YouTube? Why do you love making videos? What are the videos that come naturally and easy for you to make? What do you have the most fun doing? What is the most fun to edit? What is that? And that's just what I want to do. It's like, okay, then I'll just do that. I don't need to let anyone know. I don't need to let my subscribers know. I'm just going to do it. But I don't know. I want to keep you guys in the loop on my mindset, my process, and it has to do with my life as well. Like, just growing and evolving as a person. I feel like a lot of you have been around with me since I've been like in college, and now I'm somehow living alone and having a Trisha Paytas moment in my very own kitchen. Like, what the fuck? I want to take you guys along for what's going on inside my little noggin when I can understand it. That's another thing. Let's talk about my brain for a second. I would always joke that like my best ideas came in the shower, when I was in church, and when I was very mentally unwell. Some of them would like overlap, but never all three at once. I would hope. I guess you could consider maybe my baptism, but I was like less than a year old, so. I said this to my therapist before when I had one, before she left me. I said this to her before and she was like, Nicole! I understand why sometimes some creative people like to do drugs. I get it. I understand. Because a lot of times, some psychiatric medications can lower your creative levels a little bit sometimes, okay? And she was like, no, Nicole, don't do drugs. I was like, I'm not gonna do drugs, but I'm just saying, I understand why they might want to. If you're new to my channel, I have OCD. And ever since getting on medication for OCD, my life has completely changed. I'm much happier of a person. Things are going way better for me, significantly better for me. I don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing right now if I was I know what I'd be doing. I'd still be laying in like a little fetus position. Basically, I've noticed that ever since I've been on medication, I've been much, 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 much calmer of a person. And I live life through mass amounts of anxiety, at least I used to. And my sole motivation was anxiety for everything and fear of the unknown. And now that I'm much calmer and like scared of nothing, almost to a dangerous extent. Not really. Okay, everyone calm down. It's been difficult to want to do anything. And it's difficult to want to push myself to want to make content when I feel like, why would I? No one cares. And why would I if it's potentially overwhelming me? So I'm making myself a promise. From this day forward, I'm only going to make content that I want to do. And it's going to be for myself and for my core group of people that I know will want to see it. Not that that's what I haven't been doing recently, but that's what I'm gonna lead with. But that's just like a little goal of mine. That's my New Year's resolution. And I say New Year's resolution because I don't remember the entire month of October, so therefore I don't remember the entire holidays, meaning I'm backwards by like 3 months. So it's around like Christmas time for me right now. So New Year's is coming up soon, so New Year's resolutions. If any of you guys want to be participating in New Year's in April, let me know, because I am. I also can't get into this too much, and I've sprinkled it in literally the tiniest amount. But YouTube's also been very hard for me to navigate, and like feeling scared to do or say anything, because it got me into some trouble with my safety in the last year. Okay, and everything's fine now, but did you know that you can't get a restraining order in the state of Pennsylvania unless you're under certain guidelines? And so it's been scary for me, because sometimes turning on a camera, my first thought is, oh no, what if one thing I say upsets someone? I think about that with any content that I put out on the internet. Everything that I put out now is in mind with my safety. It's fucking scary, let me tell you that much. Also, suddenly I'm 22 and I'm scared of 17-year-olds, which is something that I never thought I would say, because I still feel like I'm 17. Not in like a creepy way where like 42-year-old men are like,
I still feel like I'm 16. I haven't grown. Age is just a number.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's just that I feel like time kind of stopped for me when I was like 17 in a sense. So being 22 is very jarring for me and every other 22-year-old. Keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you very much. But being on TikTok right now, where everyone and anyone is really talented, very intimidating, because it's very awful and jarring to feel like you are not the most important person in the world. And I had to learn that lesson. Regardless, I'm living life with the intention of only making me proud and only making me happy. I'm in my selfish era and also my Ed Sheeran era. Basically, my new goal for myself is that I want to make my current self happy, because a goal of mine was to make younger me proud, because I had this goal in mind when I was little. Like, I was like, I want to make videos, I want to love what I make, I want to turn this into a career for myself, I want to one day be able to call myself a YouTuber and do this thing and like love it so much. And I like accomplished that goal, and that's awesome. That's amazing. I'm little old Nikki Nasty tiny baby little Nikusha is so excited and happy. However, I think it's time that we kick little baby Nicole under the rug. I think we sacrifice her, and I think that we start making current day Nicole proud. I think that was the issue with me trying to impersonate the younger version of myself, was to make younger me happy. And like, she's fulfilled, she's satisfied, and she's also very much so dead. Clemmy, stop yelling. Mommy's trying to be philosophical. But anyway, so now I think my new goal is to try and make me happy and make me proud. And like, what does current day Nicole want to do? But I'm trying to figure that out, what current day Nicole likes and wants to do. And I'm learning a lot about myself. It's crazy how much you learn living by yourself. What did I learn? Ooh, I learned off of TikTok that if you bleach your hair at home and then you're washing it out in the shower and you pee in the shower, come on, I know all you shower peers, I'm one of them. Don't be ashamed. You're being eco-friendly. Well, anyway, if you're bleaching your hair and then you wash it out in the shower and then you pee in the shower, you can create mustard gas and die. Anyway, I just want to sit down on my kitchen floor. Maybe we'll have more kitchen floor talks or something. I get embarrassed sometimes after like posting about myself and my feelings, or like right before I hit publish, I get really fucking embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, Nicole, you are oversharing so much. And you guys are so nice. And you're like, oh, this is relatable. This has helped me so much. You helped me figure out I had OCD. You helped me figure out X, Y, and Z. That rhymed. Nicole, thank you so much for embarrassing yourself for the sake of us. Nicole, thank you so much, Nicole. You are so kind, Nicole. You are so gracious for making your little embarrassed self into a little video. You're so iconic, Nicole, for making your little embarrassing stories into little videos and making us feel a little better. Makes the oversharing and embarrassment feel all the more worth it. I still have photos of the inside of my colon that I haven't shared on the internet from my colonoscopy. And I did say I was going to show it, and then I didn't. I retract it because it wasn't that interesting. That's really it. It was a healthy colon. It was clean. There was nothing in there to show you. Just Google healthy colon and there's going to be a picture of mine. Someone finished a workout. Fuck you. And just because I'm growing up and I'm medicated and I have worked towards having a calmer lifestyle that does not bring me massive amounts of stress and anxiety, does not mean I'm no longer interesting or no longer valued or no longer creative or funny or all the things that I want to be. It just means that I'm growing the fuck up and probably getting cooler for it. So, and in a sense, it is what younger Nicole would have wanted, because Nicole from, when she was 21 or 20 or 19 or 18, she would have really wanted that. She really would have wanted me to be fucking calm. So, look at us, Nicole, past Nicoles. Look at us, baby little piece of shit Nicole. We became a YouTuber. Happy? Okay, we fulfilled your little childhood dream. Also, look at us, little young adult, late teenage stage Nicole. Look at us. Huh? We're calmer. We're living in a cute little kitchen. Stop. I didn't cry yet about moving into this place, and it's been over a month. I'm not going to cry now. Look at us. We're living in our own place finally. We are calm. We are quiet. Things are going well. You are happy. You are serene. You are... Literally, things are going so well, you cannot believe it. That's crazy. Anyway, so what does 22-year-old Nicole want? I'm allowing this time to let current day Nicole catch up because I feel like she's been living a little bit too much in the past. A little. Bitch has regressed. If you feel like you haven't caught up to your age, allow this time to catch up. I don't know, it's good to reflect sometimes. I mean, journaling doesn't work for everyone. But I started going on walks recently. I started going on walks and just like listening to music. I sit in silence a lot. Like I don't turn the TV on. I just turn on cat TV and then my cat gets obsessed and then it's a whole other issue. I turn my cat into an iPad baby, but I should probably start journaling. Oh my God, I really want to recreate the scene from Midsommar. That sounds better than talk therapy, better than exposure therapy, better than EMDR therapy. I'm telling you, that's the shit that I need. If you're in the Philly area, you want to recreate that scene together, getting a gaggle of women together and just screaming at the top of our lungs, let me know. I'll arrange it. I'll make a Facebook group. Thank you. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end off on this video. I said everything I wanted to say. To wrap this little video up, I'm going to stop being a little bitch and do what I want to do. What does 22-year-old Nicole want from her life in YouTube videos and in real life? Letting our past selves fucking die. She needs to rest. Let her go. Let her go. Dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. And maybe, just maybe, I'll do some more little kitchen floor talks. I'm going to take that from Trisha Paytas. Sorry, girlie. I need to take my cold and flu medication. If you like this video, please make sure that you leave it a like, as it helps me out so much. Also, leave a comment. Whatever you want. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to be nasty. If not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure you have your bell notifications on so you know every single time I post, or else you are gross. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Rafiee. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, where I've been posting a lot, it's Nikki Nasty. I'm going to go now, make that Facebook group so that we can all live our little midsummer dreams. Thank you. Good night.